This is Alternative Political Analysis, and this video will be on the future of the EU. First of all, Brexit is going to be negotiated as soon as Theresa May triggers Article 50 of the Lisbon Treaty. Also, there's growing discontent here in Ireland, so that could bode well for Brexit and Aramoc. And there was a no vote to Italian constitutional reform, and 19,400,000 Italians, which was 60% of the electorate, voted against the government, and it brought down pro-European Union Prime Minister Matteo Renzi. And that brings us on to Germany and the rise of Alternative for Deutschland, which was founded in 2012. It has 145 provincial legislative seats. It has only 2 MEPs in Brussels, but it has 20,000 members, and it is currently at 13% in the polls, but has polled higher in the past and will probably poll higher the closer we come to the German elections. And bear in mind, Alternative for Deutschland were in single figures before Cologne happened. And that brings us on to the French National Front, led by Marine Le Pen. They have 2 senators, 24 MEPs in Brussels, and 358 provincial councillors and 61 local general councillors, and they are on 35% in the French polls at the moment. And that brings us on to the Netherlands and Partij voor de Vrijheid, which is the Dutch for the Party of Freedom. They are at 36% in the polls, approaching the Dutch election. They have 12 representatives, 9 senators, 4 MEPs in Brussels, and 66 provincial representatives. And as we know, it was only in 2015 that the Netherlands voted against the EU in relation to the economic and trade agreement with Ukraine. And that brings us on to the Swedish Democrats, who are at 22.6% in the polls. And to give you full context, the Swedish Social Democrats, who are the governing party, are on 23.8% of the polls, so 1.2% difference between governing party and the nationalist Eurosceptic party. And the Swedish Democrats have 49 representatives, 2 MEPs in Brussels, 161 county councillors in Sweden, and 1,324 councillors throughout Sweden. And that brings us on to Sweden's neighbour in Denmark and the Danish People's Party, which are on 17% of the polls, but they have 37 representatives, 4 MEPs, and they also have 23 provincial councillors and 255 councillors. And this brings us on to and the Polish crisis. And the Telegraph reported that the Prime Minister, Beata Szydło, was evacuated from Parliament on Friday, and Sputnik called it a constitutional crisis. The Guardian said Poland was on the road to autocracy. President Andrzej Duda offered mediation, and ABC, in its report of the situation, reported that Donald Tusk accused the government of dictatorship, and the Premier Szydło accused Brussels of deliberately destabilising Poland. The EU observer said Poland was a systemic threat against the rule of law. Brussels MEPs urged for tougher action on Poland. This was all reported by the EU observer, and the Polish Law and Justice Party said the EU was Orwellian. Now, if we look at the Law and Justice Party, who are currently governing Poland, they have 216 representatives, beg your pardon, 56 senators, 17 MEPs in Brussels, and 142 regional representatives. They are socially conservative, they are nationalist, they describe themselves as Christian Democrats, and they are right-wing Eurosceptics, and they are also economically protectionist. And all of this evidence points to one thing and one thing only: